Hello all my little Megabytes out there, and welcome to another badly coded impressions video. This time we're going to be checking out INNSMOUTH 22, which is a visual novel based on a H.P. Lovecraft story. I don't know, I'm eager to get into it because I like all things Lovecraftian and Cthulhu and stuff like that, so let's just get into it, guys. You're in the office at the university, working on your laptop, when the phone rings. Hello? Good morning, Professor Righi? This is Inspector Rossi. How are you? It's quite impressive that you can fit nearly a whole man on a phone, isn't it? Because normally it's just their face or something, but whatever. Anyway, I am not here to pull this apart. Let's go. Good, thanks. And you? I'm good. I wanted to ask the report about... God's sake, good. I wanted to ask about the report you're preparing for us. The one about the artifact seized in Tuscany. We need to wrap up the investigation this week, and we would appreciate having the documents as soon as possible. The report is almost finished. The document is almost ready. I'll send it over today, especially since I'm heading to the USA tomorrow. I don't want to leave anything hanging, especially with the Italian police. Ha ha ha! You're leaving? Going on vacation? No, I've been invited to a conference in Boston. I'll be in the USA for a week. Great! I think it'll be a good experience. I'll be waiting for your email this afternoon. If you have any questions, I'll write you. If you can, reply from the USA. Have a good trip then. Thanks. Feel free to contact me if needed. I'll call you when I get back home. Get back anyway. Have a good evening. After hanging up, you remember you need to call Laura, your girlfriend, who tried to reach you a couple of hours ago. How could that slip your mind, mate? Priorities. Hey babe, sorry I'm only calling now. Don't worry, I figured you were busy with tomorrow's trip. How about dinner tonight? Great idea. Shall I pick you up at 8? Perfect. I'll be waiting. Kisses. I'm so glad he didn't reply with kisses. You briefly think back to the last email you received from Professor Tom J. Angeli, President of the New England Archaeological Society. How did you get from talking to your girlfriend on the phone to thinking of an email from a professor? How'd you do that? As a young and promising archaeologist known for his many papers on the myths and legends of ancient Greece and Rome, we would be proud to have you speak at our conference. Oh, is that about the conference that he's going to? Okay. I must admit, this invitation makes me a bit proud. You get up from your desk and you go to the window. Don't fall out. Well, I'm already 40, but I'm starting to make a name for myself, even abroad. Dad would be proud. Unfortunately, he passed away too soon. Well, they all pass away too soon. The phone rings. Ark, is that a phone I hear? That won't ring again. Okay. Hello? Good morning, Lorenzo. This is Tom. Tom Angeli. I'm calling to make sure everything's set for your departure tomorrow. I'm sure your presentation will be one of the most appreciated at the conference. Your reputation as a scholar has made its way here, and I believe that your approach to ancient history will blend perfectly with the informal and also how shall I say, a bit unconventional spirit of the panels that will take place at the conference. Thank you very much, Tom. I'll do my best to meet the expectations. I'll try not to give an academic lecture. I've read the schedule for the event and it seems like it won't be 3 boring days among the scholars. You bet. We're all university professors and professionals at the end of our careers. We're not aiming to publish yet another scientific paper. We want to have great conversations about the themes that have fascinated us all our lives. Have a great day, have a safe trip, and I can't wait to meet you. Thank you, sincerely. You have a great day too. God, this guy's popular, isn't he? The conference will focus on the importance of myths, legends, and idols of ancient civilizations, even very ancient ones, preceding the Greeks and the Romans. They've asked me to focus mainly on aspects not commonly covered by regular academic studies. Okay. I want to get creative to make my presentation spot on. I'll add a dash of originality. Anyway, I'll be one of the last speakers, so I'll have some time to tweak my talk to match the vibe of the conference. I 100% didn't think he said twerk just then. Tom also sent me the start of his talk, focused on ancient myths and rituals. I don't quite get the era or the people he's talking about, but I'm super intrigued though. This invite kind of surprises and intrigues me. Plus they're covering all the travel, food and lodging expenses. Never heard of the New England Archaeological Society before, but they sure know about me. True, I've been writing on international blogs for a while. They must have found me there. Guess the hustle paid off. Both Tom and his assistant Ellie have reached out to me loads of times. Ellie is so thoughtful, she sends me 2 emails a day just to nail down all the details. Now I just need to focus on prepping my presentation and making sure I've got everything I need for this trip. I can't wait to get going. Well, go then! Instead of waffling on to me. By the way, it was Ellie who suggested I head out early for a couple of days of diving. Actually, I sent her one last confirmation email, since she seemed almost anxious about my arrival. Dear Ellie, all confirmed. I've got the flight for tomorrow from Rome at 1 PM, landing at 3 PM local time. I'll pick up the rental car and head to Ipswich for 2 days of ocean diving. See you soon, and thanks for everything. Oh, finally, that was a lot of reading. Oh, Christ, there's more. You are a great sea enthusiast, an expert in drive. You are a great sea enthusiast, an expert in diving. At 17, you were able to dive to almost 100 meters deep without breathing. The sea has always been your obsession since childhood, but it was the only one among your passions that your father did not like. Your mother had died at sea. Oh, that's probably why you didn't like it then. Your mother died at sea when you were only 3 years old. It's been at least a year since you found the time to fully enjoy the sea, but you always keep yourself informed about the world of diving, reading articles and blogs. Moreover, since you decided to go to the conference and are looking for information about the Boston area, you find articles about diving everywhere. The magic of the web. The phone rings and disturbs your peaceful thoughts. It's Ellie, Tom's assistant. Hi Lorenzo, I just read your email and we can't wait to meet you. I was calling to see if there's anything else I could do for you. Hello and thank you. Everything is okay and I am ready to go. Is everything okay with the diving equipment? Did you have any problems booking it? Often diving centres don't have the type of snorkel I normally use. No problems. I personally spoke with the school. They have already reserved the best available equipment for you. You'll see. The ocean is different from your seas. It gives a feeling of absolute depth. Ask Ellie if she dies. Ask Ellie where she's from. Ask her where she's from. Ellie, where were you originally from? I am from INNSMOUTH, which is a small port village where the diving school is located. I stayed there until I was 20 and I like to go back as often as possible. Is it an interesting place? Today a bit neglected, wild and very mysterious. In what sense? It seems like nothing ever happens, but that's not the case. While an abandoned seaside village, it actually has an adventurous history. In the past it was an important port, and today it remains a very special place. But maybe I see that way because I have a personal connection to INNSMOUTH. What you're saying intrigues me. I can't wait to go there. Oh, okay. Bye! Bye! I remember when people used to say bye on phones. You are accompanied by a waiter to the reserved table. You don't even have time to sit down when Laura, your girlfriend, arrives immediately. Hi, honey. What? I've seen him before. I don't know where, but I have. Have you packed your bags for the trip? And is your report ready? Oh, nice to see you too, darling. Yes, everything is in order. I have a perfect plan. I'll arrive tomorrow evening on the coast, in Ipswich, where I'll go diving on Friday and Saturday. Sunday morning, I'll leisurely head to Boston, in time for the conference starting on Monday. The report isn't finished, but I'll have plenty of time to refine it. What luck that this invitation is in June. Yes, it's perfectly... No, I'll read that again. Yes, it's really perfect. I can combine my passion for the sea with my participation in a conference that looks interesting. You suspect that Tom and Ellie know about your life. The conference seems a bit strange. Yeah, let's go for that. The conference seems a bit unusual. Some speakers don't belong to the academic field, and some topics are peculiar. I knew that. What do you mean? They will talk about very ancient history, but also about legends and theories not scientifically proven. I hope I won't find myself among a group of nuts. Well, you probably will, mate. You probably will. But you haven't been invited by a group of crazies, have you? I don't think so. The organiser and a couple of speakers have a long academic background in important values. Well, then it will just be more fun than a normal conference among boring historians. Are we still stood up or were we sat down? Hope so. Anyway, I'm very excited about scuba diving in the US. Well, have a good trip. I hope you can have an unforgivable adventure. I'll miss your blue eyes. Oh, shut up, woman. Makes me sick. Me too. What, you're gonna miss your own blue eyes? I miss my blue eyes. They are very blue, though. Jesus Christ, they're blue. The next day, you catch a cab. I've read that as crab. You catch a cab to Rome Fiumicino Airport, all set to fly to the US. You've got a carry-on and a briefcase containing your laptop and presentation. You're hoping to jazz it up with some fresh ideas by Monday when the conference kicks off. You go over your schedule in your head. You'll be arriving in Ipswich on Thursday evening, and so on. Please place your phone and laptop in the tray. Shut up, random man! Oh, it's the airport attendant. Oopsie. Here they are. Taking off your jacket, you place the metal items, your laptop and phone, in the tray. Excuse me, sir, we need to do a routine check on your electronic devices. Go ahead. Never heard that before. The staff member disappears for a few minutes, then comes back and hands over your laptop and phone with a smile. I bet he's stolen my presentation. I bet you anything. Sorry for the hold up, sir. No problem. Have a good day. You've always wondered if these checks are random or if security gets suspicious about something or someone. I had no idea there was so much reading in this. But in your case, you can't quite figure out what might seem odd about you. Everything, especially your eyes and your beard and your coat, just you. It's weird that they took my laptop and phone and kept them for that long. I told you they stole all your information, mate. You plan to keep working on your speech during the flight. I want to make a good impression. I've prepped material for at least 3 different presentations. I'm one of the last speakers, so I'll decide at the last minute. The flight will be long, but it's chill. The plane isn't completely full, and the seat next to you, the seat next to you is taken by a guy, about 25, not Italian. You smile at him, and the guy starts chatting in English. You're reading a book about symbolism and ancient cultures. The flight attendants are super nice and friendly, and they keep checking to make sure everyone's good. After the meal, you crash into a deep sleep. You wake up to find only water above you, surrounding you in every direction. You must be over 100 meters deep. Free diving, but you feel no strain, as if the oxygen you have could last forever. Looking up, you can see some sunlight penetrating down there. You're surrounded by big air bubbles and swarms of fish, which seem to follow a precise path. It feels like you're in a vortex, pulling you from the deep ocean to the surface, slowly spinning you around like a top. At one point, the water changes colour. It turns to a bright light green, and you can see everything clearly until an arm grabs you and helps you resurface. Go on, grab the arm, pull her head. Or pull him in. There's a girl with big blue eyes, and she helps you rise. She pushes you towards the surface gently, but with a lot of determination. You want to return to the bottom of the sea, where you had a great sense of well-being, but the girl prevents you. She has superhuman strength and forces you to obey. But before you take a breath above the surface, you see, albeit for a moment, a huge, mysterious creature. Is it Cthulhu? Enter the Cthulhu, similar to a giant... yes it is. A giant octopus, trying to reach you and the girl from the deep waters. At that point, you realise the girl wants to save you. A hand touches you gently. You wake up and you notice a very pretty flight attendant smiling at you. We're landing in Boston. You slept through most of the flight. Can I get you a coffee? Thank you, I really need a coffee. You dream a lot. Sometimes you remember your dreams for a long time. Other times you forget them in a few minutes after waking up. Sometimes you almost feel like you receive omens in your sleep. You stretch out in your seat and lift the shade on your window. The sky is clear and the sun is shining. You check your watch. The landing is right on time. You drink your coffee and fill out the immigration forms. When the plane touches down on the runway, your legs still feel numb. You arrive in Boston Airport and head towards the immigration office. There isn't much of a queue. It takes you 10 minutes. The police officer gives a quick look at your passport and at the form that you have filled out for the immigration procedures. Then he welcomes you and lets you pass. You only have carry-on luggage. Luckily, after the arrival gate, you look for the car rentals counters. They're right here in plain sight. Good morning. I booked a rental car until next Friday. Good morning. Certainly, sir. You've chosen a small car with insurance coverage for both damage to you and to third parties. Is that right? Would this one be suitable for you? The attendant shows you a picture of a small car. Perfect. Great. Here's the key. Do you know how the rental works? Fairly well. I have to return the car with a full tank and without any damage. By the way, can you tell me where to find the parking lot? It's my first time at Boston Airport. Oh, it's very easy. When you exit onto the street, there's a big parking lot in front of you. On the ground floor, you'll see all the rent cars signs in our parking lot. You should look for spot 125 where you'll find the car. I wish you a pleasant stay. Have a nice trip. Thank you. You easily find the car. It has an automatic transmission, but you get used to it quickly. You'll leave the airport parking lot and head slowly towards the highways. Your final destination is the town of Ipswich, where Ellie's booked sub-centre is located. The sub-centre, yeah. It is located north of Boston, a couple of hours drive away. The navigator on your phone directs you north. You take one of the many highways and after a while you see signs for Ipswich. Finally, I could spend a couple of days at sea. It's been so long since I've gone diving. I wonder what it's like to dive in an actual ocean. You drive along the coast and admire the scenery. It's very green and there are woods everywhere. Every now and then the road passes near a stretch of coast and you catch a glimpse of the sea. You immerse yourself in your thoughts as you drive on the wide American roads. You arrive at the town around 6 PM. The sun is still high. Here it gets dark later than in Rome. There is a bright but warm atmosphere. The summer sun is not as blinding as in Italy. Ellie has booked room in a small hotel. There are no better ones around, and Elliot's Inn is located near the port. It's convenient for going to the diving school and they gave us a good price. We know the owners, she said. You arrive in Ipswich and drive for about 3 kilometers along wide road surrounded by American-style white 2-story houses with gardens and car parks in front of each house. Then, when you reach the roundabout, you turn right again and catch a glimpse of the sea in the distance. The direction is right. The sea is just about 2 kilometers away. Okay. You immediately notice a change in the landscape. Now that you are in a slightly run-down neighborhood with dilapidated houses all painted grey. They are almost attached to each other, having small windows through which the light barely shines. The streets are narrow and the intersections have no traffic. There's a few people around here and very little car traffic. It feels like you are in an abandoned neighborhood. The navigator provides you with unclear directions and keeps recalculating the route several times. You can't figure out where you need to go. You look around and see a group of bikers coming. Oh dear, that's never good. Stopped at the traffic light, you are approached by an old pickup truck with 3 guys. You wait for the biker group and try to ask them. Keep looking. Approach the surfers. Yeah, go on. At least I'd rate surfers a bit more higher than a group of bike who will probably beat you up. But, you know. Approach the surfers. In the back, they have some windsurfing boards. The surfers are shirtless, with long blonde hair and look tired. One of the 3 is smoking a joint. I didn't know Creator was there. Judging by the acrid smell that fills the air. Never heard that word before. What has happened? Sorry about that. I right-clicked and apparently it wants you to save. Fills the air. Hello, mate. Is everything okay? Well, to start off with, your description just said they've all got long blonde hair. That is neither long or blonde. But you know. Hello, mate. Everything okay? Yes, of course. And you? Magnificently. Today was an ideal day to go out to the sea. Is it very windy here? It depends on the days, but generally there always is a lot of air at sea. Where are you from, mate? I'm Italian. I'm here for a couple of days of diving. Great. We also go scuba diving occasionally. You'll like the sea around here. I really hope so. Enjoy then, and be careful of the pitfalls of the seabed. Thank you. When the traffic light turns green, the pickup truck overtakes you and quickly moves away. That was weird, the music just stops. So, you decide to ask a passerby. You find a man around 50, dressed moderately. Modestly. I thought it meant he was moderately dressed. I was going to say, okay. Good morning. Excuse me for bothering you. Can you tell me where I am? This is INNSMOUTH. Yeah, that's his voice. Oh, thank you. I was looking for my hotel, the Elliot's Inn. Do you know where that is? Of course. It's on Main Street. He doesn't look like an old man. I wonder if these are AI generated or not. It should not be far from the port. Yes, INNSMOUTH is a port town. They are all near the port. Yeah. That voice is getting a bit freaky and annoying now. Go straight and at the second street on the right, turn. You'll see it a few meters away. It has a yellow sign outside. You'll get there in a couple of minutes. Thank you. You are very kind. Ask the passerby if there are many visitors or ask him about the hotel. Many visitors. Boop. Do you see many visitors around here? Not many actually. Why are you here? What country are you from? Guys like you are rarely seen around here. What do you mean? I'm Italian. I'm here for a couple of days diving. Oh, I see. Many come here for the diving and surfing. Yes, I've been told. I hope to have 2 nice days. After a few minutes, you see the sign. That gentleman was very helpful. You park the car outside, grab your bags, and head into the hotel. You'll find yourself in a place that looks like a guest house, with furniture that seems to be a bit dated and thick carpet covering the lobby floor. A pretty young lady is at the reception. She's just over 20 and has gorgeous blue eyes, like you. Oh, was that the girl from my dreams? Because you all have blue eyes. They remind you of your mum's side of the family. Dad always said you got 2 things from your mum, her eyes and her love of the sea. Good morning, I'm Lorenzo Righi. Righi. There's room booked for me for 3 nights. Good morning. Sure. Welcome to our hotel, Lorenzo. We've been expecting you. I'm Emma. Ellie spoke highly of you. Did you have a good trip? Yes, thank you, Emma. The flight was right on time and Ellie is always so kind. Here are the keys to room 22. That's why it's called INNSMOUTH 22. Okay. We've already received a copy of your passport. The room is on the 2nd floor. Unfortunately, there's no elevator. No biggie. I've got light luggage. Do you need help with your bags? No thanks. I can manage on my own. Alright, settle in at your own pace. You must be tired. If you need anything, just dial 0. I'm here until 8. Then I'll head home. We don't have a night porter, but if needed, you could call this number. Emma shows you a note pinned to the wall. How do I get back into the hotel after dinner? The front door will be open and your key will be here at the reception. Ask how easy it is to get to the harbour. Ask her for an ideal place for dinner. Ask her about the harbour. Could you tell me how I can get to the harbour? I'll advise against going to the harbour at night. Why? What happens at the harbour? Nothing much. This cargo comes in now and then. There have been some brawls between sailors and sometimes locals get involved. That's my type of harbour. I'll be careful not to look too nosy if I see any suspicious cargo. Good. You've got the geist of what I meant. Okay. You head up to the 2nd floor via a wooden staircase. The first room is right and the number is 22. You open the door. Thank goodness the receptionist, Emma, is a friendly and super nice gal. However, this room isn't quite what I was hoping for. Looks like it's stuck 50 years in the past at least. Oh, I don't really see that there's anything wrong with it, you picky bastard. The phone rings. It's Emma. Jesus Christ, Emma, I've just seen you. Lorenzo, do you need anything? No thanks, I'm all good. Damaged parquet and a shabby ride, but hey, for $60 a night, it was only option available in town. At least it seems like it. The room is big, but the bathroom is tiny. The decor includes some shabby antique furniture. There's a strong musty smell in it. The window has heavy curtains that block out the sunlight. Walking around the room, the floor creaks? The floor creaks under your feet. Besides the main door, there are 2 doors on the side walls, leading into the other rooms. The rooms are interconnected. Wonder if there were any other guests. You hook up both your cell phone and the laptop to the hotel's Wi-Fi. and check that you've received any messages or emails. Good thing the Wi-Fi works well. At least I can keep working on my presentation for the conference. Let me send a message to Laura first. So far so good. The flight was on time and the drive to the coast went smoothly. The room isn't exactly what I expected, but it will do for 3 nights. At least I can focus on my presentation. I'm gonna miss you a lot these days. Sending you a big kiss. You lie down on the bed. The mattress is soft and there are 4 pillows, way too fluffy. You lie down to rest a bit, but you're not sleepy at all. No, because you fell asleep on the flight. You get up from the bed and look out the window. It's a nice evening, the sky is clear and it's not too hot. You decide to go out for a walk to explore the area a bit. You're tired, but not sleep. Hang on. You just said you laid on the bed, but you're not tired. You're tired, but not sleepy. And you're getting hungry too. Passing through the reception, you don't see Emma. You leave the room keys on the counter and go out into the street. You walk for a few hundred meters until you see in the distance a yellow light that looks like a sign. It's a diner, a cheap American restaurant. It's not great. The atmosphere is dark with a little light and heavy air that envelops the entire place. The walls are painted in an indecipherable colour between brown and eggplant. What is eggplant? And the ceiling is low, creating an oppressive feeling. The tables are old and worn, with wooden swivel chairs that creaks when sometimes someone sits down. The menu offers classic American dishes, hamburgers, French fries. You approach the counter. The waiter greets you cordially and invites you to sit at the table. Good evening, what can we prepare for you tonight? Good evening, I would like a hamburger please, and also some French fries. Exactly what says on the menu. Okay, I'll bring them to you right away. Would you like something to drink? Yes, a beer please. I'll bring you the beer right away. Your table is located near a window. The waiter brings you an American beer. You read the label. It's produced in the Boston area. You taste it. It's a little bitter, almost spicy. After about 5 minutes, the food ordered arrived. There you go, sir. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. As you sit and eat, the waiter approaches you a couple of times to make sure that you enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner now, son. Okay? Sir, did you arrive in Innsmouth today? How do you feel about our little town? I've only been here for just over an hour. I don't know the city, but it seems a bit... how to say? Abandoned. I understand. There are a few people around, but I assure you it's a livelier place than it seems. In what sense? Is there a social life? Not much, at least not in the usual sense of the term. But you can meet special people. Everyone wants to escape from here 2 days after arriving, and then end up staying for a long time, or even their life. What do you mean? What kind of people? Sailors, artists, followers. Sailors, artists, followers of strange cults, eccentrics, kids who dropped out of school and live day by day. Ah, well, then it's more interesting than it sounds. I'm glad to hear that, at least. I won't be bored. Get bored in Innsmouth? No, I don't think so. Just try and understand what's beneath the surface. I hope to understand more in the next 2 days. Now I'm tired from the journey. I would like the bill, please. Of course, I'll bring it to you right away. Did everything go well? Excellent, everything was good, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Come back whenever you want. You pay, leaving a good tip and saying goodbye as you go out of the restaurant. Suddenly, you think back to the bikers and the surfers you met recently. Well, technically I didn't meet the bikers, did I? I just talked to the surfers. You decide to go back inside to ask the waiter some questions, but you notice a strange phenomenon in the sky. You stop and look at the sky. What a bright sky! It seems like there are many more stars than usual, and that they move in swarms. The sky seems charged with an incredible force. Some flashes foreshadow a storm during the night. The clouds are moving at an unusual speed. Strong wind is coming from the sea. Right, you leave the diner and return to your hotel, ready for a restful night's sleep. You left home in Rome 15 hours ago. Now you're sleepy and dead tired. But guys, I am going to leave it there because my voice hurts and I cannot read any more of this. I won't lie, this is not the typical games I go for. I don't normally like novels you have to read and all that. I know you don't have to read them out loud, but the video would be pretty silly if I was just silently reading it. Yeah, I don't normally go in for them. There is one or two exceptions. I know I've got another game a bit like this. It's called The INNSMOUTH Case, I believe. Yeah, I started mistakenly doing a YouTube series of that one. But again, my voice got pretty bad from reading that. So yeah, I don't mind these sort of things. But when I've got to read them out loud, as I say, I get a bad throat. So the sort of feeling and jibe I'm getting from the story is it's okay at the moment, but I get a sense that it may not be wholly written by AI, but there is definitely AI aspects that don't make sense. So yeah, that's a little hard to follow, but I'm sort of still with it at the moment. I'm kind of eager to see where it goes. But obviously when I'll be playing it, I won't be reading it, so I'll be saving my voice. But yeah, I'll definitely, you know, play this till the end and find out what happens. But I like the art style and everything. They're not bad. Again, I don't know how much those are AI generated, but yeah, not bad. Anyway guys, if you did like the Badly Coded Impressions video, then please hack away at the like button at the bottom and maybe even do a cheeky subscribe as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next Badly Coded Impressions video. Bye bye for now guys.